I'm a firm believer that every recipe needs an ingredient that elevates the entire dish. Let me show you the 2 secret ingredients I put in my chicken pot pie to turn a classic recipe into something extraordinary. Welcome to my tiny London kitchen. We are going to start by chopping up leeks, carrots, and celery. Wash your leeks really well because they often have sand in them. You're also going to need onion and garlic. This full recipe is linked on my Substack, by the way. Add some olive oil to a large Dutch oven and cook your cubed chicken until it is done. Today, our herb of choice is parsley, but you could also use thyme, dill, tarragon, or rosemary. Once your chicken is finished cooking, add all of your chopped vegetables to the pan. You're also going to need peas, but at the very end because they will go soft very quickly. A bench scraper for collecting all of your ingredients and putting in the pan is my favorite kitchen tool next to a really good knife. Cook the vegetables until they are just softened, and then we will add our secret ingredients. First, we have white wine. It just adds such a fresh flavor. And then we are going to add 2 types of mustard. We have Dijon mustard and grainy mustard. These just elevate the entire dish and add such a complimentary flavor. Don't forget to add lots of salt and pepper. To make a really thick sauce, we're going to make a Cheater's version of a roux. Let me show you how I do it. Add a big spoonful of flour to your pot, along with a spoonful of butter. Stir until all of the vegetables and chicken are coated in the flour. Then add your wet ingredients: white wine, chicken stock, and cream. Bring to a simmer, and the flour will really thicken the sauce. Next, we'll add our mustards, more salt and pepper, and stir until combined. Now add your frozen peas, season with parsley, and stir everything together. Grab your casserole dish and pour the entire pot inside. You're going to need some store-bought puff pastry. If you've ever made this yourself, you understand how tedious it is. Store-bought is fine. I just trim the edges to fit the pastry on top of the dish. You can use any offcuts for a border. It should look really rustic, and then cut an X in the center to vent the steam. Lastly, I just brush it with egg wash so it will brown really nicely, and sprinkle some fleur de sel on top. I've just prepped this for dinner tonight, so I'm going to pop it in the fridge and I will show you the final product later. But that is how I use 2 secret ingredients to elevate a classic recipe into something extraordinary.